Welcome back. Our first guest this morning is a woman who believes behind every successful woman is a tribe of other successful women who have her back. And she has dedicated her life to that statement. Please welcome to the Plaza the founder of I Am My Sister's Keeper, Miss Charlotte Miller Lacy. How are you? Welcome.
I am
Charlotte.
absolutely wonderful. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
I'm excited.
You excited? We've been on a roll now, just meeting wonderful people that are doing great things.
Yes.
So this right here is just a beautiful lady doing a beautiful thing. So, okay, Miss Lacy, now we got that out of the way.
Okay.
We're gonna act like we don't know each other. Okay.
Right, yes,
Okay.
yes.
What is I Am My Sister's Keeper?
So, I Am My Sister's Keeper is a mentoring program for young girls ages 6 to 24.
Oh, wow.
Monday was International Day of the Girl. I Am My Sister's Keeper has every day
Right.
as National Day of the Girl to help them grow, thrive, and find out their why, who they are. It always amazes me when I hear people say, be your authentic self. At 12, what is that? You know, how are you being
Right.
authentic? I see her over there, I like her hair. The other lady over here, I like her boots, and I put that on, and that becomes me. But I'm still not figuring out who I am. I'm just picking some things. You know, I like her music because she seems to be popular with everybody, okay? So I'm gonna like that music too. So you start pulling on those type of things. So you're not really finding out who you are.
Right.
I Am My Sister's Keeper have established that through relationship building, exposure, and opportunity is the way to find out your authentic self and who you are. And we make sure we do that through a mentoring program. This program actually started out of alternative placement. So I was the director of student services for Parkway Academy. And alternative placement is where our children are taken out their comprehensive school and sent to alternative placement to, quote, get it right. And then they're sent back. So this was happening, and what I saw were girls that were coming back. It was like a revolving door. And I'm like, wait a minute, you know, these girls are smart. You know, they seem to know what they want to do or whatever. Something's happening that's having them come back. How can I help? And I thought about my own life. I was raised by a village of women, from my grandmother on down, aunts, cousins, the neighbors. They had a part in who I am and saying, you know what? You like this, or I see you doing this. They kept picking out things, and I was like, I do like that. I do like talking to people. But it was, again, going through that labyrinth with them. I Am My Sister's Keeper was established that way. We established it through a tea party. So the young girls, I invited them to lunch, and I said, we're going to talk and find out how I can help you. So when they went into the conference room, they were like, Miss Lacy, it's a big party going on there. You know, we shouldn't be in there. I said, no, that's for you. Oh, because you're important to me. So there was silverware, there were table settings, there were flowers, music, food that wasn't in boxes or pizza or anything that was there. Right. So they were really, this is for me? Yes, because you deserve that. You're special to me. And we started talking, and what came out of that was, they were being moved around like chess pieces. Well, she said this about me and I didn't like it and whatever. I said, well, is that you? And they were like, no. I said, well, do you identify with that? No, Miss Lacy, whatever. I said, well, it's something. And I said, so the way we're gonna figure that out is that we're gonna bring a team with you. We're gonna bring a village to help you. And I invited women in from every walk of life. And I said to them, I know you have impressive resumes. You may be doctor, lawyer, state representative, teacher, whomever, but I need you to be that authentic woman that let these girls know how you started and where you got to today. Right. One of the things I love about Michelle Obama with her book, she says, I'm still becoming. We're all still becoming. And sometimes girls look at us and they think, well, they've arrived, they don't know. We're still moving, you know, and I tell them I'm 63 and I'm still finding me, you know, finding out who I am. But I've been blessed with mentors and women. So what I asked the women to do, if there was a connection, that you connect and continue to mentor these girls. Right. And mentoring to me is a stacking effect because we change. Right. So we have many mentors. I Am My Sister's Keeper started with a tea party with 8 girls and about 15 women. We have now grown, this is our 7th year that we're going to, and we just had our annual 7th year tea party last Saturday, and we had over 300 people with girls from our chapters.
From 8 to 300.
Yes.
Wow.
So okay.
Yes.
Again,
I'm sure everybody looked so exquisite
Beautiful.
at this tea party. The gloves, the hats,
Yes.
probably. Oh, I could so see that.
Exactly.
I know you had a
Go
question.
ahead, go ahead.
I know. I was enjoying the background and the history,
Yes.
because it's important to share your story. It's important to share how it all started, because, like you said, you're mentoring. You never know who you'll inspire, and that you're still, becoming.
Yes.
Even though you're beautiful at 63, beautiful at 63. But I love that you said that.
Yes.
Because I started to think, and I started to compare to myself, and I started to relate, and I said, you're right. Some people tell me, oh, you arrived, you're successful, you're there. And I'm like, oh, I don't think so. I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet. And I love that you said it takes a village, and the support system you're creating amongst all these women. Now, I do have a question for you. Is it a membership program? Do you have to pay to be a part of it? Because I'm sure there are many that are interested.
This is true. So our first year, we didn't charge anything.
Okay.
Our second year, we charged a $15, I think it was $25 application fee. And actually, it was for the buy-in. Okay. We meet first Saturday and third Saturday of every month.
Okay.
We meet from 9 until 12:30. It's consistent. I told the girls, if it's a snowstorm, if they close the city down, then we're not meeting. Other than that, put your snow boots on, because our staff will be there. So,
I love that.
we have to be consistent.
Right.
And
Yeah,
that's what our youth are looking for. They're looking for people who will tell them something, and they see it, and they're modeling it, and they're being consistent with what they do. That's I Am My Sister's Keeper. We're consistent in what we do and what we say. So the staff is there 8 o'clock in the morning fixing breakfast.
Nice.
Because the girls, everyone that comes in, part of that is having breakfast, sitting down, talking to each other, because we're trying to break down some barriers. We don't know what type of situation they've come out of their house with, if they're upset or something like that. We believe in connection before content. So we have to connect before we're able to pour into our girls. What better way to do that over a hot breakfast?
And that's what I was going to ask you, Mrs. Lacy, is that right there, your social impact, right, as a nonprofit,
Yes.
how is it affecting, say, some of your participants?
So let me tell you, the biggest, I guess, the way that it's impacting or affecting are girls who graduated out of the program and now coming back, who are volunteering.
Right.
That's beautiful.
So we have some girls, again, who are at DSU and some of the colleges. They're coming back.
Right.
And they're like, we want to give back because you were selfless in giving to us.
Give me your most touching story.
Most touching story. There's a young lady. She came to our program, and she, through a cousin, and she was just sitting very quiet, very quiet. And we would try to talk to her. She would give us one answer or something. She kept coming back. And one Saturday, she said, I want to join. I was like, okay, you can join, like that, whatnot. And so she started coming, and we started seeing her coming out of her shell. We were at a meeting, and at that time, it was Councilwoman Sherry Dorsey Walker came to our meeting, and she came, she said, do you know who that young lady is? I said, no, I mean, she's a part of I Am My Sister's Keeper, like that. She said, she is one of the biggest gang members in the city of Wilmington.
Wow.
Whatever she says happens and goes. And I'm like, huh? Like, this young lady right here? She said, yes. Like that. She finished the program. She's graduated out of high school. And she said, you saved my life.
Wow. Wow.
She continues to come back, and she makes sure that her sisters and other family members are a part of I Am My Sister's Keeper. Wow. And she comes back every year to kind of talk to them, will come and volunteer when she can, whatnot. That's my biggest story, but there are many, many more.
I appreciate you sharing that story with us and our viewers, because clearly your program has such an incredible impact on the young, on all the young women that come through it, and the fact that you are able to change someone's path
Yes.
or decision making, or provide them support. And I think that is something that I always say that we're lacking in our youth, but I think that we've come a long way. I think there are many mentor programs, not just for young women, for young men as well. I think we've come a long way. Looking back at when I was younger, I wish there were more mentor programs offered for me. I was very fortunate. I did have a great support system, my mom and my dad and my brothers and my sister. But having a mentor outside the family, I think is just way more impactful. And to have this opportunity available to so many young women for so long. You said 7 years now?
This is our 7th year.
7 years.
7 years.
And many more to come.
Many more.
Many more.
I think one of the exciting parts are listening to the parents and the mothers that say, Miss Lacy, I wish I had a program like this when I was coming up. And they say, and what they say, our daughter. That's what they're saying now, like our daughter.
Right.
We're supposed to say, oh, she graduated. Like our daughter graduated. I was like, yes.
I can only imagine that the number of that you're getting for people graduating, the kids graduating.
Yes.
Let me ask you, the program, what programs do you offer, and what are the age groups?
So we have a lot of new ones since we first started. So when we originally started, it was 12 to 18. Okay. But then some of the little girls, like their sisters or siblings and whatnot. And then I have granddaughters. I have 8 granddaughters. And they were like, I want to be an MSK girl. It was like, so we started MSK, Next Generation Confidence Club. And that's girls for 6 to 11.
Okay.
So it's building self-esteem. And we're also introducing STEAM early to our girls. That's science, technology, with STE,
Right, that's amazing.
Through the program with them. So they're starting to learn the technologies early, science and technologies early in the program. Our next program is 6 to 11.
Right.
And then we have our 12 to 14, which are our future change makers. Okay. And then we have 15 to 18, which is our dream chasers. And then we have 18 to 24 is next chapter because they've graduated now.
These names.
They're going on to do great things. They're either,
that.
Some of them are mothers now. They have households that they're putting together, and a lot of them are now in college and they're second year and whatnot. I'm like, oh my gosh, oh my goodness. But it amazes me how my cell phone just continues to ring. Hey, Miss Lacy, you know what? Remember what we said that happened? This would happen in group or whatever, and this is how we do that. I did it, and it was okay. I was able to get through this, or I did this, or I reached out to that person. I know you say make sure someone hears my voice, and I was able to tell them or show them, and that just, yes.
Right.
Yes.
Charlotte, you can tell that they trust you.
Yes.
And that's important.
It
Building
is.
trust that they can call upon you, whether it's to share something good or share something not so good.
Exactly.
And that's, I think, lacking, and the mentorship program is very, very important to have. But I think your program is even more empowering because you're empowering women of all different ages.
I'm sitting here thinking like,
Maddie
what is Maddie doing?
I was just going to say, Maddie needs to join.
Because
I love that.
Because one of the things, Vincenza, what works well is representation, right? And when you have, like I have a daughter that's 9 years old, she needs to see someone outside of her mother, right? And like, doing great things. And along with people, her age and her background doing it as well. It's like herd mentality, right? And I think it would be definitely great. I was really sitting here thinking like, if I move Maddie from cheering to have her be a part of this, because this in development, she's developing and trying to find this morning, getting her dressed for school. And her mom calls and says, Maddie's been picking out her own clothes. She likes these, she likes bell-bottom pants now, and she likes this now, and she likes that. And I'm like, and when you said it, I'm like, yeah, she's trying to find herself. And I was like, oh my gosh. But as men, right, we don't understand how you ladies think. And I'm like, yeah, she really is trying to find herself. So I get it. Okay, don't worry about it. I'll sign up.
Sign her up right away.
Sign her up.
I'm sorry, Charlotte, the name of the programs, did you name these programs and create them yourself, or was there a team of people?
So when I initially started this, I had a program for women, and it was called My Sister, My Friend, I Celebrate You. My girlfriend and I had been friends since kindergarten, and my in-laws were celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary, and they said to each other, we've been together 50 years, we should have some kind of celebration, a girlfriend celebration. So we started pulling that together and bringing women together who were celebrating each other. And I think we picked up breast cancer awareness, women who were, we would give an award out to women who were breast cancer survivors. And we started with that, and the women were 25 and older. Working through Parkway Academy, I said to them, listen, I want to start another program. I Am My Sister's Keeper for girls who are 12 and up. Because the stories that were coming out of the groups that I was in, women at 25 and up do not know their why. They're trying to figure out themselves. And what I said was, I want to stop this story right here. I don't want the next generation coming around saying, I don't know why I'm here. I don't know what my why is. I don't know what my purpose is. Let's start early, and then maybe we can cut that curse or whatever, or something that's there.
What's your why?
My why is because I had so many people who poured into me. And like I said, I may not have understood it at that time, but as my life started to pan out and plan, I understood it then. They were in my life to drop jewels that I was being able to put in my toolbox. And that's what we talk with the girls about. That helped me through processes. And that's my why. When I see a young lady who have evolved and they say, Miss Lacy, it's because of this program. It was different. And I asked them that, I'm like, why are you not in this program? And I was naming different. They was like, that's not for me. And I was like, why? Because they needed to find out who they were. And that's what I Am My Sister's Keepers does. We go through a rites of passage with our girls. So this year, our rites of passage is get fit, mind, body, and spirit.
Oh, wow, I love that.
So we're taking in all of it, because if your money's not right, your mind is not right. If your mind is not right, your body is not right. So there's a whole thing, it's not just about losing weight or different things like that. It's get fit, mind, body, and spirit. So we're working with our girls this year, and we're real excited about that. I told them we're going to do the Markel walk, that's 7 miles. I've done. I said, Miss Lacy has done it.
No excuses.
Come on, no excuses.
Come on, Vincenza. Come on, Vincenza. Let's hit up.
It's 7 miles one way.
Come on, Vincenza.
Come on, he's already pulling me.
Ivan always likes to volunteer me for things. I love, don't get me wrong, I love supporting events. Anything that's going to really push my endurance to another level. He's like, come on, Vincenza. Just like he volunteered me for the polar bear plunge. Let's put Vincenza in ice cold water.
Look, Miss Charlotte, look, can you tell, this is the community camera. Tell them about the event that you have coming up and invite them.
Yes, so the event that we have coming up is December 3rd. And this is with a lot of different nonprofits as well, female-led nonprofits. And this is all about, again, the International Day of the Girl. We're extending that through the year. So this is our Get Fit, Mind, Body, and Spirit. It's December 3rd from 11 o'clock until 4 o'clock. You can actually go on our social media pages to see what it is. And just come out, just register for it. It's just $10 to register. But it is filled with a wealth of understanding and knowledge for that day. We're going to have a good time.
Awesome.
Good luck with
and
the
Vincenza
event.
and I will be for that walk.
Yes, we're going to have a great time.
Thank you so much for coming. Can you let us know, the website?
Okay.
What's the website?
So our website is www.iammsk.org.
Awesome.
Can I tell you about something else that we have?
Go ahead.
Okay, so we're announcing this today.
Go ahead.
Okay.
So I Am My Sister's Keeper again.
Is this an exclusive?
This is an exclusive.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay,
Come
so
on.
I Am
We're
My
listening.
Sister's Keeper is so excited. We finally have our own building to put our name on.
Come on.
Wow.
So the
Look at
building will be My MSK Community Center.
Girl, stop.
So we're opening up a community center, not just for girls, this is for everyone. This is from youth to seniors. We want to bring everybody in to make this building a beacon in the 6th District of Wilmington, Delaware.
Wow.
Won't he do it?
Won't he do it? I'm telling you, we asked for a building, he gave us a mansion. I'm gonna tell you. So
Yeah,
we are
so
excited. We are so excited about this new building. If you go by 1009 Sycamore Street, you will see our pink doors.
Oh, I love it. I love it. And being though that you're a nonprofit, I want to put this in there also because it's very important.
Yes.
You're a nonprofit. You do take donations.
We
right?
do take donations. Yes,
Okay.
you can go on our website, www.iammsk.org. We're asking for this building. We're trying to bring this building up. And as we said, make it the beacon in the community. So we're looking for your time, your talent, and your treasures. So we need electricians, carpenters, painters, anyone that wants to volunteer or again, give money. We're open for that. We need it.
We're here
But
for
again, we're ready to shine. We're
There
ready
you
to
go.
do some big things in the 6th District.
I can't wait. I can't
We're
wait to bring you
excited.
back on and even in a year's time to hear the progress and what
Yes.
you're doing because for the last 6 years, 7 years,
7
you've
years
been doing
now.
some amazing stuff. Like every
you.
time
Thank
I'm
you.
out and I see you, so it doesn't even surprise me. So again, thank you so much for
Thank
what
you
you're
for
doing.
having me.
Thank you,
I
Sean.
appreciate it.
What's up, everyone? It's your main man, Big Ob, the talk of the town, Mr. DETVCH.com, and I'm here with my wonderful and amazing co-host.
Vincenza.
We just stopped by to tell you to be sure, if you want any information on what's going on in Wilmington and to meet some dynamic people doing some amazing and great things, be sure to watch us live on Good Morning Wilmington on Mondays and Wednesdays at 10 p.m.,
Oh, Ivan, 10 a.m.
which he said, 10 a.m.
Listen to me. That's why he has me here. But yes, tune in live, 10 a.m. Monday and Wednesday on Good Morning Wilmington.
DETVCH.com.